Dan, you have a question? Okay, Dean and then Chip.
Hey, Lewis, y'all got some transition over there in the secondary. How do y'all make sure this spring that you're working to get the best 4, 5, or 6 guys in the DBs on the field at the same time?
Um, I think that's primarily the coach's job. Getting the feel for who fits what and who should be where in the defense. I mean, that's primarily their job. But my job is just making sure I work on my leadership role, making sure I'm communicating with the young guys, making sure that we're on the same page back there, and just trying to help them as much as I can.
Yeah, Lewis, good to see you. Obviously you're a great safety, you played really well there. But Coach Smart said that everybody is going to be looked at cornerback. Have you gotten some looks over there? I'm sure you've played it in your career. Have you looked at it all? And then what do you think about that position in general?
Kirby was not lying when he said everyone's getting a look at cornerback. I mean, he's tried everyone, including myself. But I don't know. I mean, if I'm put there, I'm going to play it to the best of my ability.
Let's go back to Dan and then Anthony.
Lewis, what are just your initial impressions of Coach Adai?
Coach's player, really. He came in, he has a lot of juice, a lot of energy, a very smart guy, knows his schemes, know his stuff, really. And, based off, what I've seen today, seeing him firsthand now, full practices are starting, very energetic guy, very hands-on, and, that's something I really enjoy about him.
And I was just going to a quick follow-up. I mean, just what's it like to be the veteran guy trying to, bring along some of these younger guys?
I'm starting to feel too old in a way, because you've seen guys leave, and but it's nothing too crazy for me. Just trying to help them the most as I can, because knowing now spring ball has started, things are flying by, plays transitioning for them, so things can get a little hectic for them. So it's just being like the older brother in a way.
Hey, Lewis, good to see you, man. How excited is a guy like Kelly Ringo, hurt all year last year and coming back for shoulder surgery? I mean, you're around him a lot. Just how excited you think he is for this upcoming year, and just kind of how you think he's going to kind of fit in this fall?
Keely's a great kid, but, great player also. He's also, learning as everyone else is learning, because, he sat down the whole year due to his injury. So he's learning, playing fast, Keely's a sound kid.
Let's go to Jay Black and then Mark Weiser. Jay, do you have a question?
No, I'm good.
Okay, let's go to Mark and then Seth.
Lewis, you mentioned Coach Adai. What's kind of been his message to you guys as a secondary with so much turnover, with a lot of guys gone and new guys with different roles?
He hasn't really had a primary message for us, but what he really, says a lot is, he's come here to really focus on our skills and help us develop the best way he can possibly do, because, we know where he's from, last school, and now, I feel like it's a good pickup for us, based off the person he is. So,
Lewis, what does this feel like this spring, coming off of everything that happened in 2020? Do you all feel like there's kind of a light at the end of the tunnel of normalcy coming around in the summer? Or are you all also kind of thinking about football-wise, just, being able to play without distractions in 2021, hopefully?
Oh, so do you mean like COVID-wise, or what do you mean? Normalcy?
I had to unmute myself, sorry. I mean, kind of both. I mean, I guess it's hard to separate what you all dealt with in 2020 from all the COVID stuff. Do you feel like 2021 will be a little bit more normal all around?
I mean, I don't know, but with vaccines being out there, I would hope so. Hope we can have everyone out there cheering us on, have the stadiums full. I mean, I miss that. That's one thing I miss. So I'm just really hoping on that.
Let's go to Jake and then Charles.
Yeah, Lewis. From what I understand, you guys have been doing a little cross training. Some guys maybe learning different positions. You're playing corner. Any other guys back there that you kind of look over and you're like, wow, I didn't know you played defense or anything like that. I hear Lavasia Carroll maybe working at safety. Anybody back there that's kind of unfamiliar and trying to learn the position?
I mean, I'm very aware you guys know who's back there now or who's made switches. But, I mean, I haven't really been focused on that, really just focused on helping the young guys, really,
Following up on that a little bit, taking a bigger picture, look at the defense. As you guys entered last season, I know that a lot of you guys talked about feeling the need to kind of carry the lead role on the team as there was a transition going on the other side of the ball. Does that carry over into this season? Do you still feel that sense as the defense being what needs to be the strength of the team?
Repeat that one more time.
Do you still feel the defense needs to carry the lead role as the strength of the team?
I mean, what's the saying they say? Defense wins championships, offense wins games. So it's always important, it's always important. So let's just carry that on.
Let's go to David Pascal and then Jed May.
Lewis is kind of a follow-up. We're a long way off from the season and keeping score against other teams. Do you plan on kind of keeping score? Are you one that likes to keep score on who wins the daily battle between the offense and defense? Because with all the weapons that are coming back on offense, I would imagine a lot of people think that y'all might have some difficult days. And what would it mean to whip up on that offense a time or two in practice?
We love going back and forth. That's what makes practice fun. Just the competition, good on good, so that's what makes practice really fun. And we go back and forth. That's the fun in all of it. So
do you see yourself as the underdogs this year because of what all the offense is bringing back?
No, not close, bro. Not even close. Never.
Hey, Lewis, Jake was mentioning that, a lot of the strength program stuff is about, I guess, establishing a mindset right now. What mindset, I guess, are y'all hoping to get from that? And I guess, how do you go about that in the weight room and those kind of places with the season so far out?
We've been working on, trying to, I wouldn't say change culture of anything, but, other than football, what can we help, to help us all connect as a whole, to get to know each other in a deeper level than just X's and O's. So the strengths coach, the coaches, that's a really crucial thing that I feel like is helping us in a way, getting to know each other other than, just seeing this guy, going to class with this guy, knowing what's their why, what makes them go, really learning, getting to know them as a person other than just an athlete or a football player.
Just as a quick follow-up to that, have you learned anything about any of your secondary teammates since then that you maybe didn't know before?
Oh yeah, of course. A whole lot of guys. I could use Duran Branch as an example. I asked Duran where he's from, what's his come up is like, as in, all the struggles he's gone to lead him to here. And Duran's a kid that works really hard, and I see that in practice. He wants it.
Go to Palmer and then Connor.
Yeah, going back to Coach Adai and the addition of him to this staff, did you know much about him when Georgia hired him, and did you do your research? And I guess today on the practice field, in the weight room and stuff, is he super energetic or is he more laid back? What's he like there?
He has a little both thing going on with him. He knows when to settle down, when to chill, and he knows when to crank it up. And see him from today, he's cranked it up on a very, very, very high level, and it's helped us, celebrating with the guys when we're making plays, enjoying, the process. And, most coaches just sit back and just tell you, good job. This guy ran from one side of the field to the other side of the field. I mean, it doesn't get you hyped up, I don't know what will.
Hey, Lewis, you mentioned helping the young guys. One of those guys, Nyland Green. What have your early impressions of him been, and what do you think he can bring to this team?
I think Nyland can bring something really good to the team. He's long, fast, he's very athletic. But, as every younger guy, he's still learning also. So there's a lot, just a lot we can see from him going forward.
Matthew, do you have a question?
Yes, sir. You mentioned having a leadership on this year's team with all the new players that are coming. Also taking over maybe some reps at corner. How does that transfer from safety to corner? What does that look like on the field?
I mean, it's nothing crazy, nothing too different. Nothing crazy. It's just learning. You just gotta learn corner and figure out technique. All corners, technique is just pretty much it.
Justin, do you have a question? Justin, do you have a question? All right, how about Marvin? Do you have a question? Last call for Justin and Marvin. All right, Lewis, thank you for your time, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Lewis.